His word is crap comes up so that you can get it out. So get that stuff out, no matter how much it burns. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. My apologies to anyone who's really going through a situation with a person, place, and thing. If you're really sensitive and not ready to hear anybody telling you or sharing a message with you about something you already know, but you're not ready yet to face, I understand. And if that's you and you don't want to hear about how sometimes you have to release things that you know are not in your greatest good, or are blocking your energy, or are not in alignment with your truest, highest storyline, then maybe just, you can stop listening today, and then you can come back whenever you're ready and just save it. And I just say that because it is hard hearing things that you know are true, but your heart isn't ready to accept it. And that's where the burn part of this message comes in, y'all. Right? Because in another message I explained time, and how, time, I haven't really went into this, but time, it swirls up, and sometimes we get stagnant, and rather than going kind of up, we kind of plateau, right? And a lot of times when that happens is because, well, a lot of us really struggle with one, even identifying that there is an issue, or that crap is crap. Sometimes we try to normalize crap. Sometimes we lie to ourselves, and we deceive ourselves, and we act as if a behavior that we have, a pattern that we have, programming that we have, is okay. And how we do that is we compare ourselves to what our peers do. We compare ourselves to what society tells us to do. We do that even at the expense of what our own heart tells us about how we feel about, ourselves, or when we're saying things, or when we're thinking things, y'all. Because, like, a pet peeve of mine is, when people are not authentic. Like with me, like, you're gonna get what I'm telling you. Like, who I am inside is gonna be who I am outside. Like, there are no, like, hidden feelings. I might, choose not to associate with certain people when I, not particularly feeling their energy, but you're gonna get, it's not gonna be hidden. So, the first step of letting crap out of yourself is to first identify that there is crap that's happening. And if some of y'all are stuck in cycles, and the same issue keeps rising to the top, and it causes all kinds of chaos, you don't feel at peace, you feel sad, you feel depressed, you feel overwhelmed, you feel like you don't have control of your life, you feel drained, or you feel trapped, then most likely you're in a cycle, and we go in as many cycles as we need to in order to learn a lesson, y'all. And, like, we can start on a cycle, and then it can still loop back around, if we haven't really fully learned the lesson. And when that happens, like I said, the first step is identifying it. But then the second thing is to really allow ourselves to feel whatever emotions, whatever feelings that we're having, allowing ourselves to think through, what those things are. And, like, so if it's like a person, and you've repeated a cycle, and they are, in your cycle are bad relationships, or, not all bad relationships are the same. There's just different ways that relationships can be bad. But I think the thing that stays true is, like, are they watering you? Are they feeding you? And as a woman in perspective, are they making you feel safe? Are they faithful? Are they loyal? Are they trustworthy? Can you relate to them? Can you have fun? Can you build together? Those kind of things. And if it's a big no across those different things, and and that you don't feel right, and it feels off, and you got to release it, you have to allow yourself to process reality without that person, And then you have to allow yourself to become comfortable with it. And if you feel like you have to keep trying and to just give it another shot, especially if you like so much about the person and it doesn't work out, then you have the right then to say, okay, you know, I've tried enough and now I'm ready to finally release. And to not be hard on yourself, that you have to give yourself grace in this releasing process. This is your process with just yourself. One of the things I had to learn is, you know, when you're going through this release process of getting crap up out of you, no matter how bad it burns, because a lot of us could stop the process mid, you know, in its track, because we can't take what comes with it. We can't take the pain. We can't take the fallout. We can't take the hurt that it comes with, you know, if it's a job, you know, and we decide we want to release it and we're like, okay, well, we really got to go, you know, and you start down the road of doing that, and then you know, realize, hey, you know, and you start getting fearful and saying, hey, what am I going to do to pay my bills? How am I going to survive? There's nothing else out here that I know. And you start putting all these limitations on yourself. You can stop yourself right in your tracks, you know, while you're releasing. And so, you know, those things do happen, and, you know, and we do have hiccups, but as long as you keep moving forward is what matters. So, you know, you take the steps, the baby steps that you need to be comfortable with the process. And you do it at the pace that you need to do it. Now, if things get dangerous or get too risky, then I would say that you need to think about, you know, what that means and like whether or not you need to speed up your process. But this is your process, and you can allow people to give you guidance and to give you support that you need in releasing whatever about yourself, right? Whatever it could be people, places, and things, or it could be things about yourself that you haven't forgiven yourself for, things that you hold guilt about yourself. If you're insecure, if you're jealous, you know, if you're judgmental, if you have a mean streak, or, you know, just whatever it is, you lie all the time, whatever it is, like, if there are situations that is bringing that to the forefront and you are feeling very uncomfortable or you're getting called out about it, you know, you have to be honest with yourself first and foremost. And then you have to work through those feelings for yourself. And like I said, it might not take place all at once, but you at least have to go in that direction. Because if you decide to not let it come out and you just let it stew inside of you and let it poison you from the inside out, and you let it lower your frequency, then your entire, you know, not just that one thing, not that just when that person, your whole energy field could shift. Your whole storyline could shift to something much more negative. Remember, we attract what we are. So if you're saying that this toxic trait of myself, this toxic person in my life, this represents me, then the universe and God will respond, and it will bring that negativity in to reflect what you're saying you are. So, you know, if you ignore it, if you push it down and you let it sit, it's not going to do anything besides make things worse. And then it will come back again. The cycle will come back again. Another situation that you probably won't like, that probably won't feel good, that'll make you feel in chaos, make you doubt yourself, make you feel bad, is going to come back around, and you're going to keep saying, well, why is this happening for me? Why can't things be different? And it's because you have not allowed yourself to identify it, to feel it, to heal yourself in whatever way that is, whether it's releasing somebody and breaking up, if it's a relationship, or believing in yourself and taking a risk to be an entrepreneur for your job, or it's, you know, not being truthful with yourself and doing things to help yourself heal, like apologizing to people, whatever it is, healing and releasing it. You cannot continue to evolve to be your higher self, and you're going to keep stewing in these cycles that over time will perpetually get worse and worse and worse because you're not learning your lesson. I hope that this resonates. I hope that is helpful. And just be kind to yourself in this process, y'all. Peace.